All right. Hey, Jared, you ready?
Fuck yeah.
Eric, you ready?
Let's do this.
All right.
Let's do it
We
live.
got a special edition of the Six Beers Deep podcast. Got good old Uncle Eric in here with us today. Wayner may or may not come if he survives his plane ride.
That's pretty dark, bro. Shit.
Well, so
Statistically speaking,
so the guy has 7 airplanes, but
Yeah.
I can't imagine that all of them work correctly.
Yeah. Who's doing the maintenance on all 7 of them?
Yeah,
I think that's why he's trying to get in, right? Because then we get Wayne on the maintenance.
maybe.
He's like, shit, I need me a free laborer.
Yeah. I need somebody to work on some airplanes.
Imagine he's going up with some sketchy ass airplane with buckets for seats.
Well, he's probably gonna go up there, right? And he's gonna be like, hey, you hear that little tick? What do you think that is? Should I go fix that?
Is it missing or is it?
That's exactly what's happening.
Oh, well, since Wayner's not here.
My wife. Oh, no. I'm 6 beers from the deep. No, that's fucked up. I'm 6 beers deep. Fuck, I fucked it up. I'm 6 beers deep and now I'm podcasting. Maybe next time Vaughn will cut me off.
Oh, man, y'all got this shit hooked up.
Yeah.
Nah, man. You need to.
Some of those got to be changed, though. That's dumb. All
right. So we don't have like a strict agenda, but we kind of have some stuff. So we normally start off with a segment called Wayne Wonders. Just some rant, like there's the list right there. Just shit Wayne Wonders.
I mean, we could do one. These are old ones that probably won't ever get.
So well, I was thinking maybe.
I don't know. I don't know, bro. I might have to do it.
Yeah, you should do it. But hook up your phone to the Bluetooth right there. So I was thinking maybe we do Eric Wonders, like anything you wonder. And we do something called Anna Wants to Know. Like, you know, a lot of stuff Anna asks like guy stuff, like guy perspective stuff.
And then we just like talk about like shit that's in the news and stuff's going on. Like, you know, I think last week or the other day we were talking about if the dude that killed the CEO guy, the healthcare CEO, Luigi.
Yeah.
Was it really Luigi? But then we started looking and comparing photos. I was like, yeah, that's probably him.
Nah, man, that motherfucker's a hero, dude.
Yeah.
He's a fucking hero.
I heard people like got a GoFundMe paying his legal fees.
Let's hear your perspective about this.
And then, okay, yeah.
Unfortunately,
can you turn on where I can see the Bluetooth?
I don't know if maybe one of y'all want to look up the quote that they got him quoting. You know, he got merch now.
Is that merch?
Yeah, and on that merch,
damn it, I missed out on that. I could have totally been printing some merch for him.
that shit's still selling. Etsy had to take it off because people complained about it, but he has this quote that he says is something about like violence is not the answer.
You want me to look it up? Or you want to look it up?
Yeah, you
is basically cowards.
He said that?
Yeah, he's a coward's response and
Kind of a hypocrite.
well, no, he's basically saying that violence is the only answer, and that's what brings about change.
Oh.
So, you know, and you kind of have you're gonna go through these whole like rabbit holes with him, right? Because he had to have like he has like this disease that messes up with his spine, so he had to get back surgery. And he talks about how they didn't want to pay for the back surgery, and so he went through the whole fucking like policies and procedures handbook from the United Healthcare system.
Yeah.
And that's how he learned to beat him.
Really?
How he got his surgery paid for because he went and fucking read this book that's like 500 pages long.
Is that where he got the denied, defend, depose, or something?
Yes,
like that?
that's exactly.
Did I get that right?
And that's what they teach people. That's the company teaching them other people on how not to pay out.
Yeah,
and that's bullshit. You know, I mean, these people are making billions of dollars every year. Billions.
Yeah. And how much do you pay in insurance every month?
Well,
A lot.
Shit.
I pay like $1,000.
Yeah, it's a lot.
but that's not even the worst part of it. The worst part of it is why.
I'm not good at this. What am I look up?
So look up Luigi's Mangini, not memes. Look at quotes. Just type in quotes right there. And so scroll down. What's that one first page? Not the Economic Times. Scroll down. Go down. Go down. Go to that Goodreads.
Yeah.
And so they have a list of those
Violence never solved anything is a statement uttered by cowards and that's what you're saying. Cowards and
and predators, right? Because everybody who's saying, he shouldn't have killed him or whatever, but it's like these senators who are just months ago putting their signature on bombs that were going to get dropped in the conflict in Ukraine. So he's like, so how's the senator telling me that violence is not the answer when we're fucking giving ammunition to another country to fight another country?
Billions and billions of dollars to Ukraine.
Yeah. So that's
billions.
That's what we have to understand. And
what's some other ones? Companies don't care. Peaceful protest is outright ignored. I mean,
economic protest is impossible in the current system. Now, how long until we recognize that violence against those who lead us to such destruction is justified as self-defense?
Yeah.
So it's like these people that we put in these positions to take care of us are fucking us all the time.
Oh, yeah.
And so what do we do about it? We fucking pay them. That's what we do. And that's what he's saying is like, you can't do that no more,
Yeah, he's definitely a martyr.
Do I think that gentleman should have died? No. That's somebody's dad, of course, and stuff like that. But sometimes it takes one event to kind of shake the tree per se, and maybe start getting some of these other fucking CEOs thinking about the shit that they're putting out there to their employees.
Mm-hmm. Yep, make them think about it. Now they're just getting security guards, and they're going to have presidential level like protection with them. So that's what's fucked. They're not gonna do any type of reflection.
Not yet, right? But I don't know, man. It's just fucked up, and I think that Luigi kid deserves to be represented very well in jail. And
I like his lawyer he's got in Philly right now. He's taking that spotlight.
But that's what you got to do. But I'll step off my soapbox.
It's good. That's what we came here to do.
Yeah, we have Uncle Eric here. He's a part of the FYC gang.
But
was it the mic?
I don't know, bro.
But also another thing, I just want to tell you how much a scam is to go fucking get a permit so you can drive your own vehicle in Mexico. That's just a scam.
How much is it?
So you have the permit itself costs like about $150, but you have to leave like a $600 deposit.
Permits coming from Mexico?
Yeah, like so when you take your truck there, the Mexican government gives you a permit.
I think that's why he had to switch it. It was messed up.
And it's just a money pit right there. Like the whole transaction. So like for American citizens, you have to pay for a visa. The visa is roughly like $50 a pop. So for me and my family of 5, right, or 5 total, it was $250 just to get the visa permit.
Why do you need a visa? Your passport don't work?
But you still need a visa from the Mexican government.
Just because you're taking your car?
Yeah. No, just because you're going in as a tourist. Anytime you fly into a different country, you have to have some kind of tourist visa. But when you go on a plane, it's all included in the airfare.
That's what I was wondering.
But when you're
driving
through land, I guess they want to get you for the wear and tear you're putting on the roads, I guess.
Yeah.
So it's $250 for that. The guy making the real serious money is the guy who's making the copies that you need, because you need copies of like your registration, copies of your permits, copies of your passport, and it's $1 a copy in Mexico.
Where do you have to go to send this off to?
No, it's all done there. You cross the border.
At the border?
You cross the border. There's you follow the signs, and it's basically like a little shopping strip, office type building,
Oh, boy.
It's building 1, 2, 3, 4.
So it's like $1,000 just to.
Yes.
Just to go down there for 2 weeks.
Yeah, and then once you come back and you turn in your visa or your permit for your vehicle, whatnot, then you get your deposit back. They just don't want you like leaving your vehicle down there.
I got you.
You know?
So Sal go through that every time he.
Yeah. See, for Sal, it's even worse because he has a trailer,
Yeah.
and so when you have trailers and you go load it up, you get taxed on that, like you're a business person. Like
that noise.
like you got. Yeah, so for him, it's probably like,
Has it always been like that? This is like recent.
you know, I think it's always been like that, but I think now it's just maybe it's due to the inflation and all that bullshit. It's just gotten so ridiculous. Like everything's just so like you go in to go get your visas, and so I had 5, and so they give you 5 pieces of paper to fill out. Well, there's these nice ladies that help you fill out your visas, but you got to give them a tip, you know.
Oh, wow. Did they like just put their hand out at the end? Like,
No. It's just kind of
did they just do this? Like, like they're taking your luggage to your room.
You got to tip the guy making copies.
Making copies.
Well, no, I didn't tip that motherfucker. I mean, shit, $1 a copy. I was like,
$1
man,
copy.
I mean, and he had a line. So in less than the time that I was there, he probably in 5 minutes.
Moving at a snail's pace.
Oh boy.
That's just it. That's just it. It was quick.
Hey.
So like in front of me, there was probably like 30 people, and each of those people needed like you need basically 6 copies.
Why can't you bring your own copies?
Well, because they don't, because you have to have the copies of the permit, and you don't get the visa permit till you're there.
I feel like this should all be done with an app.
Do this online.
I feel like this is an app.
I did do it online, but when I did it online, they put my wrong license plate number on my permit. So then I had to go in person to cancel the first one.
Oh boy.
Yeah, and they're like,
It's a fee to fix that.
well, and they're like, well, we don't fill the permits out. Like, yeah, you do. That's why I made a scan of my registration so that you could see the VIN number. See
You do
the
this
plate.
at the embassy?
No, it's just like I said, it's a government office building, but it's just like a shopping strip, big parking lot in front, and people just go to 1, 2, 3, 4 stations. But it's just like I said, it's just.
I hate that for you. Should be able to just go.
But think about it, like in less than
Can you just
15 minutes, he serviced 30 people at $5 a pop. In less than 25 minutes, he made $150.
Definitely a scam.
Is he making that money? That's he got a little hustle.
Yeah, he
going
got
on?
a little hustle there. Like he rents a little bitty window unit because it's literally like a little shopping strip, and there's like people trying to sell you insurance for Mexico, like vehicle insurance for Mexico, and there's other people trying to sell you all kinds of other stuff for your travels through Mexico, and he just has this one spot, and he's the only guy that makes copies in that little shopping strip.
He probably got a permit, right? Somebody tries to pull up, be a situation. Got a new copy machine in town. He's doing it for 75 cents.
Yeah.
And so we did exactly, and so we went through the thing, and then we had to come back in because we just went to go get the permit, so that when next week when I go, I don't have to do all that bullshit. I just go straight through. Okay.
So did you already go to the border and do all this?
Yeah, I went last weekend.
You went to the border to just make sure you can go back down
Yeah.
there.
Where do you cross at? Laredo?
Laredo, and so we crossed Laredo, took the kids and everybody because I was like, well, I don't want to go by myself.
Do a dry run?
Hey, so if me and Craig went with you, you would already have the permit for that car.
Oh, fuck it. I'm flying.
You're better off just flying somewhere.
I would, if I could afford to
I don't.
drop $2,500 on round trip tickets for my
I
kids
wouldn't
and me.
feel safe driving. Like,
You know,
That's long, dude. We can just be like stowed away in the back of his car. Then nobody would see us.
what I'm saying. I don't think you have anything to worry about. And realistically speaking,
We just have-
because I say this because Trump's coming in 2025, and the last thing Mexico wants is white people disappearing in Mexico.
I don't think that it's Mexico making the decisions.
Yeah, well, no, there is, right? Because these people who make people disappear, they don't want to be designated as terrorist groups, as Trump said he's going to do, because then he can just throw missiles at them, right?
So how do you feel about like any of the resorts down there?
As long as you stay on the resort, my brother goes all the time.
So I heard the resorts usually like like a money laundering deal, probably
not?
for cartels and stuff. So
Why
they
not?
don't make sure that everybody's fine on the resorts and
Right.
yeah.
So, but
We were talking about doing all inclusive. I mean, we're doing a cruise in January, but
I wouldn't say the money laundering thing. What I would say is just like that. It's like those places depend on tourism, and if people don't feel safe being there,
right,
they're not going to.
They're not going to go. Right.
You know
Yeah.
why? You know, like right now,
It's beautiful down there. By the
Like
way.
right now, that's what I was telling my brother today. I was like, we need to go to El Salvador. El Salvador is like the safest country in the world right now. And it
Really?
used to be the shittiest one because the president that they have
They
now,
kicked all the criminals out.
I fucking locked them up.
They just locked them up.
Yeah, he built these. You need to look at the documentary on
Oh,
that.
I'm not gonna pull that one up, but
Yeah, like
he
like
got
football.
some mega prisons down
Yeah,
there.
like football field size prisons that are just 4 walls and a roof, and he has bunk beds stacked like 10
shit.
high. And that's it. Everybody shares this one space, shitters and showers out in the open. They get to come outside of the cell, but still inside the building for like 15 minutes a day.
Oh
That's it.
damn!
And you know how he did it?
How-
He got the military, and what the military would do is they would just go to these towns, these neighborhoods, and they would just put these towns on lockdown. And anybody who had tattoos, you were getting thrown in jail.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
It
And
didn't matter
so-
what kind of tattoos.
It didn't matter. Once they threw you in jail, they figured out if you were a criminal or not.
Figure out if it was like gang associated or
Right.
something.
And if you're gang associated, locked up.
Oh man!
And so right now, I think he has something like 10,000 people locked up. But it's, I mean, Bitcoin is their official currency.
Oh really?
Yeah, it's pretty interesting thing going out there in Salvador. But now it's like the most safest country in the world.
Sorry, I'm trying to research how to get this screen sharing going. Apparently, I have to add it to my. It's a iPhone 16 thing.
Ah. First world problems.
Yeah,
Telling you, it's rough, man. Don't
but I'm
get me
excited. I'm
started.
excited to go in
So Eric's going to what part of Mexico is it?
Guanajuato Central.
And it's you say you're gonna be down there for 2 weeks during the Christmas.
Baptize my baby. Get him squared
you're-
away.
Yeah, so your mom's still there, and then your brother's going down there. Do you have any other like close family there, or is it just all like
Like all my mom's
cousins and stuff like
all
that?
my mom's kins down there. My
Really?
uncles, all of them. My cousins. A lot of cousins up here, but most of them live down there.
Yeah.
They don't aspire. They've been here and they're like, fuck
No,
this.
we're done.
Yeah, they're like,
So what do they do for work down there?
they're farmers.
They're all farmers.
Yeah, they grow their dairy cows, their pigs they sell, and bulls they raise for fattening, and farm their crops, and they seem to be doing just fine.
Got it.
Oh, nice. I'm not much of this somebody to search up stuff. I think we're missing Vaughn tonight too with Wayner.
Yeah, we're running a skeleton crew here.
Skeleton crew, so
Let's see here. So
but I feel like we have Eric as a guest, so we throw a podcast last minute, like a Trump thing, or like Joe Rogan Trump things. Come out here on a Saturday night.
Well, I appreciate you think so highly of me, my
Yeah.
friend.
that's not where you at?
Right there?
Guanajuato over there?
Yeah.
But you were like southwest of.
That's Guadalajara. So zoom in. Zoom in next to
Damn.
Guadalajara.
That's a long drive though, bro, ain't it?
It's like 12 hours from the border.
Oh, geez.
So from Guadalajara, go east. Zoom
Craig,
in.
the time you went down there, you flew, right?
Yeah. So he flew into that run that says Leon right there, zoom in.
Yeah.
Yeah. You fly into Leon.
There we go. That's what I was thinking. Leon.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's Guanajuato right there. So, and you're like
Right. Zoom in. Zoom in. Keep going.
this general area.
Yeah. So right there where it says Irapuato,
Uh huh.
just south of that.
So It's pretty just down there.
Yeah, it is way down there, bro.
Man, but they have toll roads all the way down there, so shit.
You just haul ass.
Fucking hey, man. 85 miles an hour.
Nah, you'd want to fly.
And Eric, and Uncle Eric knows how the highway works too, by the way.
Yeah.
So he's gonna get down there in no time.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm going to.
He's gonna cuss out all those truck drivers in the left lane for sure.
They don't. Well, some of these toll roads, they don't allow 18-wheelers to go on. So that's
really?
good, yeah. And then they give you a booklet. Like, they have real strict rules. Like, if you're on the toll road, you have the legal authority to stop at the toll booth. Like, say a cop's trying to pull you over.
Grab me one.
You can legally go to the next toll booth station.
You gotta mark those.
Yeah. Just so that you feel safe.
Bear me, bud.
Beer me, bud.
Bear me, bud. We can figure out the button and
I'll get it right. By the time this is over with, I'll have it.
bear
down.
me, bud.
So, are your kids excited?
Oh yeah, man. You know they love going down there.
I don't know. I think Angie's probably old enough where she's like, I don't want to go.
Nah. She likes the fact that she has more freedom down there.
Spoiled by granddad.
Yeah.
What do you mean she has more freedom?
Well, like, you know, I wouldn't say freedom. I think she just has more ability to do stuff that she doesn't get to do here. Like, she goes to visit her cousins and just walks over there and
Yeah.
just hangs out, and you know, she's a good girl, and she likes visiting with her cousins and playing volleyball in the little plaza they have there in my in-laws' ranch, and all the, you know.
But all her relatives are what, like just a mile away, or is it shorter than that?
Not shorter than that. Some of them live right next door,
Okay.
but it's like, you know, it's like quarter acre, half acre plots of land, and so you just come out the gates and go to your neighbor's house, and then it's Christmas time, so you know we do all the posadas and all
What's
that. Posadas. So posadas is it's based on a church, right? So it's a mimicking of the journey that the Virgin Mary and Joseph made. So every night they traveled, right before Jesus was born, and so every night they take statue of the Virgin Mary and her riding on the donkey and Joseph, and they take them, they parade them around town, and every night they spend the night at a different house, and you know, so when they spend the night at a different house, that house is hosting them for that night, you know, provides goodies to everybody who's parading with them. And so every day it's a different house until you get to, you know, the 24th where they reach Bethlehem, and then on 25th, baby Jesus.
So they're already at it. Yeah, it is an ordeal. You know, one thing I've noticed about being in Mexico is they got a lot of time on their hands. They move slow.
How good is the Wi-Fi down there? That's what I want to know.
You know,
It's not bad.
when I was there, it wasn't a problem.
Wasn't it a problem?
No.
So you still make sure you can get on the Instagram and TikTok?
Yeah, I mean, they got 5G.
Okay.
4.5G.
4.5G
Yeah. It's a metric 5G, but it still works.
metric.
But now we have internet. Now we have, my mom has a satellite direct TV now.
Oh, got that direct TV.
Yeah.
Watch the Cowboys play.
Oh,
Yeah.
nobody wants to watch them play right now.
I can hook up my laptop and unnecessarily check emails if needed.
Are you off for the 2 weeks, or do you have to kind of work? Yeah.
Partial time off, right?
Working remotely.
Working remotely.
You know.
Oh, he made it.
He made it.
Oh, he's alive.
Wayne's
Just tell y'all there's no cooler way than to go see Christmas lights.
bro, that wasn't that long. I was hoping you would call in and we could like FaceTime and while you were in the airplane.
Well,
You gotta give Wayne his
here in a
headphones
couple
back.
days when me and Bruce are flying to Stephenville to go eat Heart Eight barbecue,
Really?
I'll call you then.
Really? Is the airplane a jalopy? I just leave that plugged in.
I mean,
I know you don't want to say anything bad about it on the record. You know, if you're flying your ass to Hard 8 to go,
They pick you up from the airport, he said.
oh man, they got that Stephenville money.
They got that station for money.
How's the plane fly, Wayne?
It was fun. I got video.
Solid plane.
Yeah, let's see it.
Solid plane.
It feels like.
You got hit his mic turned on, Craig?
I'll get plugged in.
We need a couple extra headsets too.
Yeah, you know what? I'll do that right now. Just go ahead. Don't worry about that.
Saw these from Austin.
Is that Walmart?
Yeah. It's about a minute.
You move your fucking arm. Wayne, do you not know how the phone works, bro?
Well, I was like, I got to turn the landscape. Oh, picture.
How is the city lights from an airplane?
Oh, the best. It's pretty much the best way to see it. It was pretty cool. I guess.
Yeah, that's exactly how it looks in Flight Simulator.
Yeah, I can imagine.
It was
Cool. I love that for you.
It was pretty cool.
I'm glad you're back. I'm glad you're back on the ground.
You know, it wasn't really as
As sketchy.
as sketchy as you thought. I mean,
Turn him up a little bit.
like
There it is. There it is.
It was a very. I guess. I mean, it was a good airplane. I guess. Like it had a very it had a very 1970s like.
Oh shit!
It had a very like
It had a patina.
Yeah, it was like. I don't know about a patina, but like the colors were like white and yellow, and the interior was like.
Was he asking you to work on
Vinyl
it?
yellow color.
Yeah, and my favorite was that it had this is how you know like whenever something's real old is it's got ashtrays in the armrest.
Oh yes.
That's when you know something is
What are we thinking for guest headphones?
is real good. Oh,
These are fine. Whatever these are.
anything in the
Audio.
$25 range,
How much? Look,
like $25.
these look awesome for $13.99.
$13.99. I feel
Yeah.
like that'll do.
I always go with whatever's got the most reviews. Even
One's got a 4.5 star.
well, I mean, there's
14,000 reviews.
and
There you
it's
go.
a 4.5 star. That's a good little
That's
set.
a good.
But
little
let's-
set.
let's-
That's a good.
Let's check it with the fake spot.
Let's do
What's the length of that
do
cord? though?
do two of them.
Yeah. Let's analyze it here with the fake spot.
What are we doing here?
You go in here and it runs an algorithm and it checks the
How many
reviews.
bots reviews?
Yeah. And
Damn, I didn't know that was a
What
thing.
is that? A
I didn't know that was a
I'm gonna
thing.
need you to go back through that. How'd you do that?
It's an app you download. It's called Fake Spot.
Okay.
And it says they're not quality. It just is a little AI thing on the reviews.
So it finds good and bad ones, like pros and cons, instead of just like
Says
all the
they
people who are
aren't.
getting paid for.
Yeah, and then it'll like it says, you know, if they think a bunch of reviews are fake or, but it seems all right.
I mean,
the
for
price,
what
you
we
can't
need.
read it
Yeah, okay.
because when you're going live at Iron Horse, people are gonna want to talk to you.
Yeah, we got to get ready for that.
Iron Horse.
These two.
We had a pretty epic night last night. Y'all want to hear about that?
I like that hat, Eric. Was it? What you rocking over there?
Oh man, this is Walmart, baby.
It was a Walmart hat.
Yeah.
Sick. It looks sick on you.
You know what? You know why I bought it?
It's $7.
Well, that, and it actually has a spot here for a carpenter's pencil.
Oh, nice.
You just
Nice.
put the carpenter pencil
Yes.
in here. Yeah. So
Nice. I've been
it's a George brand.
George.
Walmart.
Is it Jorge or George?
That's George.
Was it Jorge?
Georgie.
Yeah.
It's a Georgie
Well, it's
brand.
made in China, so it might be a George.
We talked about Luigi for a little bit.
Oh,
You're going
man,
to tell them
yeah.
about our night last night.
Yeah, I was still about that on that.
Yeah, it was a movie for sure.
It was
Which
a
one?
movie?
No, we went to the what was that Wellburn Steakhouse.
That's a C minus.
Yeah. I think one-
No, out of Forks, out of Five
What'd you,
Forks,
what'd you have at the steakhouse?
Yeah, text
Strip.
to the menu.
a strip.
New York strip.
New York strip.
That's a tough cook.
Yeah. Why would you go to the steakhouse to get a New York strip?
They had so you could get the tomahawk thing that was like $200
Why
to
did they
share with the
split
table. You could share that with the table,
Yeah.
or you could go. You could get a ribeye or strip, or was it a sirloin in there? No, I don't think so.
No, it wasn't a sirloin. It was a ribeye.
A filet mignon.
Yeah,
Ooh, last filet mignon I had,
but
I wasn't too.
they were expensive
shocked
though.
by
Like the strip was $60,
$50.
Damn.
$50, and I
Okay.
think the fillet was
And then-
75.
Then you had to buy sides too.
Yeah. So, like you go to a steakhouse, normally they're very generous with the sides.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like family style. No,
Yeah.
not this place. Like,
No, bad review.
You get like 4 Brussels sprouts. And
yeah.
You got two.
They didn't have
two strips of asparagus.
They didn't have
They're
asparagus
thick, though.
on the
They're
menu.
Thick asparagus.
They didn't even have asparagus on the menu.
What?
What,
It was not a
what were
steakhouse.
the sides? They didn't have green beans.
I got green beans.
See that's.
I got
When
mac
Bruce flies
and
me to a
cheese.
real steakhouse, I'll let you.
yeah.
I got mac and cheese. Yeah,
Okay, mac and cheese okay, but
and then the salad was weird.
Yeah, the salad was like very Kelly.
Yeah, shit was like getting stuck in my throat. I was like, I'm done with this. Like,
It would have been fine.
I don't know what your wife had to do about it. It was very Kelly.
but the reason I say is just the New York strip's a tough cook, and a ribeye is easy to cook, and if they can't make a fucking ribeye, then it's not good. That's
Well,
what I'm
yeah.
saying.
I would hope that they could make a strip steak if they're going to charge me $60 for
Well,
it.
now that you said it was $60, or when you said it was $60, I was like, yeah.
I can tell you too is like the
But also too, the guys.
They weren't really- it wasn't really-
for Wichita Falls.
in a
You
hurry.
put it way too high up there.
I felt like we were in a different crowd though last night for sure.
Yeah, we were there 2.5 hours.
What?
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
in the
like
restaurant.
seated
In the
for
restaurant,
2.5 hours?
Hanging out.
Damn.
just everything took forever. It wasn't like
Yeah. It took,
Y'all are not selling this as a good place to go.
I'm telling you, not recommended.
Not recommended. Okay.
Go to
Well,
Roadhouse.
I just don't like.
Go to Roadhouse.
So were the green beans like canned green beans, or like at least they were
no,
fresh?
They were fresh.
Yeah, but they were very greasy. They weren't good.
It
Like
just
did they
seems-
have? Was it like the green beans with bacon?
Yeah.
See,
Yeah.
see that to me is like fast food steakhouse
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, but they're charging you like real steakhouse
Exactly.
prices.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's it. You know what? That sounds exactly like Wichita Falls.
If it would have been Applebee's,
Would you
Sounds
pay?
like-
Would you'd have paid the same?
it'd have been a
bill?
$20 steak at Applebee's, and I'd have been fine.
I don't eat Applebee's.
Well,
no
you know
more.
what I mean.
But yeah.
Yeah, I've been fine with Roadhouse.
Can't be Roadhouse. So we just
then-
got a
Then we left there, and we hung up in the hung out in the lobby for about like what, an hour or two.
Yeah, had a few rounds there.
Few rounds there, and then
Some old fashions.
no, I think we started going. I was drinking vodka sodas, and he went to a gin and tonics, right?
Yep.
And then
pinkies up.
we left there and went to
He had it even had his hair combed and everything.
Oh,
Nice shirt
shit,
on.
man.
It was-
you have
yeah.
product in your hair?
Yeah.
yeah, man. He was looking dapper Dan over there.
Gel in my hair. Well, I thought it was going to be
LA
fancy
looks.
because we had to make a reservation, so I was like, okay, well, but
Whoa.
Oh fuck!
Whoa.
I mean,
Whoa.
I mean, we wore pants, bro. I mean, that
You
was
wore
a thing.
pants?
Yeah,
Were your cowboy boots?
No.
shoes.
Oh, okay. Okay.
but then we
Wore my good shoes though.
Uber to the Speakeasy.
Yeah.
That was a weird vibe. I feel like there's a bunch
every
of-
time you go in there,
I feel like it
it's
was.
just like a weird vibe.
I feel like there's a bunch of swingers last night. I don't
what,
know.
what do
It
you
was just
think?
weird.
I mean, was there pineapples everywhere?
No, they were just like
I think we should try this whiskey. I think we should.
Yeah. Go grab that.
We should do that.
go inside and get some
Kind of
cups.
hard time catching a buzz after that Ronnie's.
Yeah, that's like the other night we are all real good
Did-
and buzzed, and then
did-
Mindy's like, "Oh yeah, I made spaghetti."
Did Uncle Eric?
All right,
Did Uncle Eric
spaghetti,
get
we'll
the
try to grab our buzz back.
Uncle Eric? Did you get the triple large?
No, not today, man.
Yeah, I'm going to talk about that. What's going on with that?
Yeah.
Was
Sometimes you got,
So-
sometimes you don't.
so I told you that Sal wasn't able to make it for Thanksgiving, and so he usually brings Olive Garden appetizers and stuff. So Angie was sad.
I'm assuming ice all around.
Just get ice and then bring the bottle out. Yeah, get those little plastic cups.
Just bring some solo cups. We got ice in the cooler.
So Angie was sad about that. That she, we didn't get to hang out with Sal for Thanksgiving, and obviously that we didn't get no Olive Garden.
Oh,
So she was like, and then Sal's not going to the baptism in December, and so she's like, we need to go see them before the end of the year. She goes, I don't want to go, like, not see him before. She goes, we're going to go be in Mexico for Christmas and all that. She goes, so tell him if we can go over there and he can take us out to go eat at the Olive Garden.
Okay.
And so I call Sal, like, Angie wants Olive Garden. He's like, just come on up. He's like, come on up next weekend if you want. He goes, Jimmy's girlfriend's graduating and they're gonna go to the Olive Garden for lunch. He goes, we can go. And so we went.
So you fucked it up at lunch.
I took it easy. I like ate the appetizers and the salad. I didn't even eat my entree, to be honest. But man, pasta's just heavy.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
And so
You weren't able to like save yourself all day.
no.
So he just ate a large, which that's still a lot.
Ate a large
Yeah,
and
bro,
I
I-
accidentally bought two. So
I'm usually like a medium single.
yeah, no.
And lately, I get it with no bun. I just get like pickles and.
Get the. You know,
But I love the tater tots. That's like,
tater tots are good.
yeah.
It's hard, you know. Now that we live in New Braunfels, that's mine. I still haven't found like a good burger spot there. Like we literally just go to Whataburger because that's
That's a good burger spot.
No, what I'm saying, like there is, like at least in Fort Worth, we have like this place called Jason's, and then we had like Sonny's Grill, Griff's. You know, we got if you want a good just
You got some
burger.
good greasy burgers.
yeah, exactly.
All right, Wayne. This whiskey,
All right.
chef's kiss,
Hey, Wayne.
according to.
Can you, in a sec, look and make sure? Because I kind of turned it since you weren't here. Make sure you're going to be able
We
to be
went ahead
seen.
and cut you out.
You might have to turn it just a little bit more.
We have to do a blind taste test eventually with this because
I already tasted this.
that was a stipulation of getting the bottle.
Taste test works.
What?
The part of a blind taste test is you don't see what it is and then you just taste
Well,
it.
no, we'll have
I think
to.
we've already messed that up.
We'll have to get some eagle and maybe some buffalo and that, and you got to figure.
I can definitely tell.
Well,
Oh,
that's
yeah,
going to be the fun of it. What if you
I
fuck
can
it up?
definitely
You're going to be
tell. I can
embarrassed.
tell.
We'll put it on the Instagram though. It'll be a short. All right.
Like your the scream.
How many views do you got on
You have
YouTube?
800 views
Yeah,
on
we
that
need-
shit.
Jared,
Yeah.
we need to get you making a jackass out of yourself so we can
Yeah.
throw it up there.
I think I don't know why we have that many views, but I'm still proud of
I'm
it.
just going to sit here and do what Jared does and record us the entire time.
Yeah.
But
But
then send us when we do something
Yeah,
stupid.
when we
And
do
then-
something
and then the
serious-
phone don't
That
work.
is Jared's like move. That is how that's like what he does.
Hey, it worked.
But
You got
it works
800 views.
sometimes
Yeah,
because it looks cool. All right, we got early times, old style, Kentucky straight bourbon
Give me
whiskey,
the cups.
bottled in bond.
Oh, he put ice in a big cup, and we can just split it. Probably.
Oh, it's already opened.
Yeah, Jared already had some.
Oh,
Yeah, I had one. I already tasted it.
oh.
Get in there, Wayno.
Because you're crazy.
FYC gang.
Oh, you still didn't get in.
You gotta go.
Oh, you
gotta go
missed, you missed
whiteface.
out too.
So I gotta go whiteface. How do I do that?
Yeah. You're out of it a little bit, Eric.
I don't know, man. Photo.
Do you even know how phones work?
Compadre, do you know how a phone works?
There you go.
I think I made it. I like that.
This is
I
the-
like that for
This
the
is
first
the
time me and-
Rocklahoma group minus
me and,
minus
Grego
John.
got our
shit together.
Get your gear on.
Got our hoodies together.
We can call John.
Oh, we could.
Maybe later.
Yeah, are we gonna do a deep cut?
We got a deep cut. He said, I've got a stack of deep cuts if we want to do that. Just don't feel like the deep cut segment is working out that well.
I think we could.
I think
The segment
The
that
other day was good.
the segment that was hilarious was the we listen and we don't judge. That's been my most favorite.
Mindy-
we got the funniest.
Mindy
reactions.
did a-
I can't wait to see the video on that because
Does your wife read dirty books, bro?
Fuck no.
We listen and we don't judge. Does your wife read dirty books?
No.
Okay, well mine does, and everyone and everybody else here does pretty much, right?
I don't read them.
I have.
No, your wife does though.
Oh yeah.
And I like that your wife doesn't read them; she listens to them.
She listens to them. So we did a segment where you did what?
Just got past those eyes. When we're at stalemate here, we're real Mexico and Texas right now.
So she read us a little, kind of like a summary of a book, and we just we listen, we don't judge.
Just a little bit.
We're going on 3 fingers.
That's probably good.
There is some
float the ice.
weird, dirty books though they read though. All right,
Oh yeah, wait.
but we listen, we don't
Whenever we
judge.
put the podcast out, whenever we do that episode, you should definitely go check it out because
Man, I don't drink whiskey, but
Just get-
I'll give you a little bit.
just
A try.
just
get a little dabble.
just for me to.
A gentleman's sample.
There you go. Just so I can taste it. I mean, it's just one of these things.
I tried to get them to get tequila tonight because I was like, "Yeah, let's get crazy."
Oh man,
And they were like, "Nah." I was like, "Y'all trying to get sad. I'm trying to
have
get
a baby shower and
trying to
shit.
happy. Trying to be happy.
Yeah, I don't. It smells rough.
It smells rough. What's your blind taste test?
I would definitely be able to tell this between Eagle Rare.
No, not the Eagle Rare.
It's got the texturey thing.
Explain. You
Texture thing.
It's like it tastes rough. Like I don't know, explain it.
the opposite
I mean, they
of
would
smooth.
They would go down. It would go down after a few of them.
It needs to be mixed with something.
Well, like to me,
Coke.
to me,
It'd be good with Coke.
to me, it has like a rubbery taste.
Maybe rubbery is what I'm looking
Yeah.
for. It's not smooth. It's
Like,
not silky.
Yeah, it's like
I think that's what happens whenever you don't you barrel it for like the minimum amount of time that you can barrel it. Like it's like
it seems like it's very light colored.
yeah, it's like all right, that's enough.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna do the blind taste test though eventually.
Oh, we did. Like when my brother-in-law was here for Thanksgiving, we had the Peyton Manning
You ever
whiskey,
wonder?
and then we
You
had
ever wonder
Eagle
what that
Rare.
whiskey
Eagle Rare was
tastes like
better.
in like the old time, like when they do like movies
swig
like
it.
from westerns and stuff, and the guy just like gets a bottle of whiskey.
He
Can
just
you
turns
imagine
it
what
up.
that whiskey was like? Like
Yeah.
how
what
rough that probably was.
I think that was just like moonshine.
Man.
You know what I mean?
And then let's talk about the smell of walking into a saloon. Well,
I think you're going where I was going with that. But you got to think about these people like didn't fucking shower for like 30 days, bro.
oh, I know that's
You know-
I mean, it's a stink that everybody is
Right.
accustomed to. But like, when Marty McFly got back in the time and
This is a Western you're going off of.
when he comes back and he's just like walking around the town, you don't ever think he was like, fucking stinks, bro. Like,
Well,
y'all
I
stink.
can, like when you go to the stockyard, you smell it.
Yeah.
Yeah, now imagine like just you ain't showered. You have been
Yeah.
you've been out there in, let's say, West Texas,
Yep.
just West Texasing it up, driving these cattle, living by a campfire,
Well, the thing that I can't figure out is then they go into a brothel,
dry, rough hand jobs.
and that brothel has got to be rough. Oh boy.
Gotta be rough, so rough. And you're there and like, first thing, because most brothels and like, I feel like really good Western movies really portray this. Like, have y'all seen the New Horizons with,
No.
you haven't seen that one?
Is it Kevin Costner?
Kevin Costner. There's like a scene where this guy has like this little half shack thing, and all it has in it is bathtubs. Like it's just a place to take a bath, and you got to pay like a quarter, which was like, I don't know,
Probably
Probably
$20.
oh god, a quarter? No, dude,
More than that.
I bet you a quarter was like, take
50
your hat
bucks.
off. That's a quarter.
$50.
Yeah.
What year is this based?
Oh, let's go like
1870.
let's go like
1770.
Yeah, 1770.
Let's go when the country was founded. What did you get for 25 cents? 1776
Well,
for 25
back
cents.
then, it's probably a whole bunch of good labor.
I don't know what you're talking about, bro.
Me neither.
That never happened.
Didn't happen. Fake news.
It's. I mean, it's taken out of history
Oh
books.
wow! When we took it out of there, but it probably
Say 25
happened.
cents.
Yeah,
26.
26 cents. The fact that it's they used to take like change and cut it up into bits.
We're going 1880 just because that's what popped up.
$7.74.
You're way off, bro.
But that's 1880. That's 100 years.
Yeah.
Okay, calm down.
How much was 25 and 18?
How long did it take you to make 25 cents?
1776.
Yeah, it's probably different, huh?
You take your hat off. That's $1.
That's
$10.
$10. Fucking Happy Meal.
$10 for a shower.
Well, I mean, that's kind of what it costs today.
No, I mean,
you go to-
Pilot's $5.
You go to Love's. Okay.
Love.
Oh boy.
Why don't we have a love button?
We'd have to have her call in and
Because
say
we
it.
didn't think about it.
You got to put that on the list. How to.
Oh boy.
Oh boy!
I need some
Just put your
labels.
headphones back on. He ain't wearing them.
You're wearing headphones.
It's fine. I listen to these jack wagons all the time.
Okay.
Thanks, Wayne.
I mean, I do.
Hey, so you weren't here. You weren't here a while ago. So we were trying to do a Eric Wonders,
Oh yeah.
but we didn't. I don't think we ever got to it.
No.
You got a sidetrack.
No.
Do you have? Do you
Are
have
y'all
it
weaving?
can just be.
Are you-
It can
are
be
you-
just something totally fucking
Are
random.
you doing the weave? Joey, y'all trying to do it?
Oh,
We
we got,
totally
we got
did the weave.
sidetracked with Luigi.
Yeah. So
American Hero.
but we
me,
came back to
Luigi.
the Eric Wonder.
Okay.
So. I don't know. I don't have a lot of Eric Wonders type deal because when I do, I just go start diving down these rabbit holes. But I do wonder something that's been on my mind here recently is do y'all know that like Vanguard and BlackRock
Yeah.
and they basically
Own the whole thing. They run this
Own
whole-
America.
Yeah.
Explain that to me.
well they those three hedge funds
Vanguard, BlackRock.
BlackRock and there's another one. What's it?
Good question, but I know
There's three. I think it
Vanguard
starts
and
with-
BlackRock
Yeah.
own just about everything.
They own like over combined they own over 50% of stock in all the Fortune 500 companies.
Yeah.
So there's three companies that own about 50%.
No, 3 hedge funds that own the majority share of all these companies,
Okay.
and that bothers me because that means that it's not a free market.
It's no.
At the end of the day, if these people are losing money on,
They'll stop it.
They'll stop it.
Well, what made you think it was a free market in the first place?
It used to be. It
Do you
used to
think
be.
that ship got stuck in the Suez Canal for that long
No,
on accident?
no.
Oh boy, that's a deep one.
BlackRock.
Okay. I gotta think about that one. Y'all can go. I'll ponder it.
But yeah, I agree. My thing that gets me is like the one that gets me like in that same kind of category is like, do you think the government can tell Bill Gates what to do?
Yes.
I mean, he pretty much owns McDonald's.
He
Right.
they could strongly suggest it, but
Oh sure.
Well,
that
okay.
dude could just shut down the
Is it-
whole like.
Well, but okay, there.
Do you think they can tell? Do you think they
Yes.
can tell Jeff Bezos what to do?
No, because I think he's in bed with them in the sense that he's pushing technology out there that government cannot officially do because they have to abide by the Patriot Act.
Right, same thing. Well,
so
everything
private
that-
business doesn't have to do any of that stuff. So I think they lean on them a lot. But like when you say like take Bill Gates for example,
Yeah.
they broke up Microsoft. The government broke Microsoft up and divided it. Right? They
Yeah.
told Bill Gates, "Hey, you're a monopoly. This is you got to break up your company." Now, what did that really mean?
Yeah,
it's like you're just splitting a piggy bank, right? It's
we're
like-
now bored.
Yeah.
We got a board now.
Yeah,
okay,
exactly. Yeah,
it's not
you know.
just me. Yeah,
Exactly.
But yeah, like no, realistically, like they couldn't like because Microsoft is almost all the government computers and everything run off Microsoft. Everything, and that dude could just. I imagine.
I saw that video today. It came up about him saying about methane.
Yeah, that's all bullshit.
Here we go.
Bullshit.
The idea of the Suez Canal blockage caused by ever given ship being an inside job is highly unlikely and not supported by evidence.
But that's AI telling you that, bro.
Yeah, that's the AI the overview.
Well, it says there's no credible evidence, so I have to ask, what is your evidence?
my evidence is not so
Other than
much.
you just
It's not so
think.
much that the accident. I think, like, possibly maybe the accident was on accident, but that ship stood there for.
Oh, sure. You ever
Every-
tried to move a ship that's like, what's that thing weigh?
It's stuck, but like you're telling me when all that money, when all that money starts backing up, because it backed up shipping
Yeah.
for everything for a while. That you telling me that there is enough money that could have been like, well, I think we can get 27
Well-
helicopters to pick this thing up and move it.
No, can't pick it up. 27 helicopters. You can't logistically get a crane. There's probably not a crane big enough to pick it up and move it. Like in the world.
I'll go with something more simpler, Wayne. How about the Simpson predictions?
That's a good one.
That's a good one. I think.
Yeah,
I think.
that
I
makes
think
you scratch your
that is
head.
one of those things. It's kind of my
Look that
same.
up.
It's kind of my same like theory with like deja vu. It's somebody throws out the most craziest idea,
And it comes true.
and then they're like, and then the Simpsons also have like 1 million episodes. Like it's
Right.
not like it's like a
30
show
year.
that's it's not like a show that's been on for a little bit. So they literally could just like throw something out there as just a funny like, oh, wouldn't it be hilarious if Trump became president? It's like a funny idea, and then now it's just so old that like they go back and all you
It
got
has
to come up with is
there has to be like a video of this.
all you have to come up with is
there's if you go to YouTube, go to YouTube and
I've
say
seen it. They think somebody from the future like writes the scripts, blah, blah,
Simpson predictions,
blah, which is so
and,
crazy.
and it'll
Just
show
see-
like the Simpson piece, and then it'll show it in real life. Show the Simpson piece, and then show.
I
it
just
in real
think
life.
that's
Yeah,
where
I've
like,
seen that.
this
I just think
article-
that's some funny is just like happens to like happen like no way that's gonna happen and then
So what you're saying is basically, so all these TV shows, right, have writers, and
Yeah.
they write these scripts.
yeah, it's a bunch of
And-
guys sitting around like this and like what
Exactly.
would be funny if it happened?
Yeah.
Oh, let's make Trump president.
You know-
and then
you know-
they're like, yeah, let's make oh that would be hilarious and then it just happens and then
But the thing is, here's the thing that I get, and that kind of is this how they get it right, and not so, and their shows don't really get much wrong. You know what I mean? Because if
insane coincidence. If it is all right, let's go on the realm of if they do have somebody from the future. If they do have somebody that's from the future, that's what they decided to do with their. Is that how you stay low key? Just that low key that you don't get kicked out, like you don't get thrown into the loony bin, but you don't like.
I would be betting on sporting.
You didn't like pick the winning lotto numbers or anything.
Yeah, I'd be at lotto
you're
tickets and everything.
You're riding
Well-
for Simpsons. That was your like.
well,
I'm the luckiest guy ever if I'm from the future.
Well, yeah. Have you heard the conspiracy theories about like the Mega Millions and the Powerball? Basically, how it's like a CIA front for funding.
I mean, it's the greatest. I call it the idiot tax because it's my favorite. Like, it's
Need a beer, bro?
it's crazy and like I think what I like when it comes to that. When it comes to that, have you ever noticed that thing gets up to like a $1 billion
$1 billion.
real quick now?
Yeah.
Wayne, will you hand me one of those rolls of tape that I can, like, is there any masking tape over there?
Probably not, bro.
Oh yeah,
That
there's
shit's-
but
that
it's
shit's
gonna
old
be
as-
from like the.
Yeah, that's from the 80s.
It's gonna have asbestos.
Would you like?
Oh,
I just want to ride on it and, we'll edit that out.
Don't worry.
I want to ride on it and put it on
do a
here.
pee break while you do that.
Can I get a potty break?
Cut this out, Vaughn.
It's 3 a.m. 3 a.m.
Oh boy,
Oh boy!
this has lead in it.
Wow! I'll go ahead and grab a roll just in case.
It's disintegrating.
Has asbestos.
What year is this from?
Well, I give that whiskey some. It definitely made the food settle.
1994.
There's another roll of here. Or
Shit's 30
there's some
years old.
blue masking tape that looks like it's probably not any better.
Yeah, this is not gonna work.
All right, man. We only got 4 more minutes.
Never mind.
Hold on.
Fuck it, we'll do it live.
What does that even mean? What do you mean? Read us out. What does that
What does it mean? I'll rewrite it and I'll do it myself.
Fuck it.
Okay, never mind. Win. My bad.
Well, I got a couple more rolls to go through.
I don't think there's anything in there that's less than 20 years old. And I don't know.
Try that red one.
I don't know what the
I
lifespan
don't know
of.
what that red one is. It's
Yeah.
that's double-sided. That's like tacky sticky
Hey,
stuff. Hey,
whose truck are you in?
oh, that's the old father-in-law's.
Father-in-law, the new dad, your new dad.
Kelly just sent me a article said Danny passed.
What?
Who passed?
Iron Horse. Danny.
Corvette
Oh no!
Yeah.
We saw his wife last night.
R.I.P.
For what? Was he sick?
Like brain cancer or something, right?
Damn.
Oh, man. That's the worst.
We met him. We saw him up there one night and he bought us all drinks. He's a really cool dude.
So this guy, a little quick story about him. He used to work with my mom at a Blue Cross, and they were friends. And he started the pub we go to called Iron Horse Pub downtown, like 30 years ago, something
Yeah.
like that. And so known him, and he was good friends with my mom. And so Jared and I were up there one night, and I saw his wife. I went to high school with his wife. I guess Jared did too, but she was
Yeah.
my age. And I walked up to her and was like, "Hey, man, how's it going?" She's like, "Who the fuck are you?" You know, like, get away. She didn't say that, but she was like, "Go away, creeper." There's a body
Craig.
language.
I'm Craig.
Yeah. But Danny, like, he looked at me and he's like, "You look very familiar."
Take another pour of
Because I look so much like my mom. But
the pour
anyway,
of the early times.
he's a good guy and, like, bought us beers all night because that's exactly what we needed. But he
always.
he just, I guess he passed away. We saw his wife last night at the pub, and she was like, "Yeah,
She was
on hospice and she's having a hard time."
Well, here's
RIP.
to Iron Horse.
Not the right bud, bro. That's just so.
To the ponies.
Yeah.
Daryl. Oh, Daryl. Daryl did us dirty on this one.
Daryl.
I'm gonna return that bottle.
That's your father-in-law, Daryl?
Yeah.
Ah, shit.
That's an Uncle Peanut special right there.
I should have known when it said 100 proof. You only drink 100 proof when you're 100% sad.
He says this is the best. This beats them all.
Wow, how much has he
Beats
ever
the
had?
Buffalo Trace.
Put
beats
the cap on it and throw me that ball. Let me read on it.
Oh, it's a good time. I think it's a Timu special.
I don't know what we were talking about. Oh, conspiracy theories.
Oh, you're going to
Talking
pull up
about-
The Simpsons.
Yeah, we're talking about The Simpsons.
The Simpsons.
That sucks. I wonder how old that guy was.
50s.
50s. Yeah, we're trying to pitch it.
So this is
Okay.
just talking about how they predicted AI.
Me and Craig almost wrote a real good AI song the other night.
So it says this is a. Let me read it.
A 3-year. It's a 3-year
Burial
age.
for
3-year.
burial for 90 days.
Yeah. Quick aged.
So this
Quick
is,
age.
this says honors the quality standards
Yeah.
set forth by the U.S. Bottle and Bond Act of 1897.
Oh.
So this is
Craigo,
what-
could
so-
you
this is what the cat was-
could you look up the Bottled and Bond Act of 18 what
87.
1887 please?
97.
Bottled and Bond Act of 1897. At least 4 years in a federally bonded warehouse. Must be at least 100 proof.
It meets the minimum. It meets the
And nothing other than water can be added.
Okay.
Where's it made? Where's it?
Kentucky. It says distilled and bottled in Kentucky.
I don't know. I
It's a
want.
bourbon.
Kentucky.
I wonder
Can
what
you look up?
what that cost.
Can we look up? Can we find? Can we Google Maps where
It's,
where the early times
$20 bottle of whiskey.
I knew it.
Does it come in a plastic bottle? That's how you know it's not good.
Thanks, Uncle Peanut, for this bottle.
It's the best.
Is that a liter?
Yes, 100%. You know what? I feel like this whiskey
He
would
gifted you this, bro.
This whiskey would fix doors just as good as.
Okay.
But it's still better than the shit they had back in the day.
I don't know. I feel like
Back before they had the Bond Act or the Whiskey Bonding Act. People
yeah.
out
What
there,
were they putting in there? They just put,
I know, I put all kinds of shit.
We need
It's
to
got a
fix
little
this
turpentine
right now.
in there.
You fucking with my whiskey.
They got mixing with bath water instead of.
I ain't going down to the Iron
think
Horse.
this
They
was
put
the-
that turpentine in the whiskey.
You think this would take paint off your car?
Oh, man.
100 proof. Shit, it might even run your car.
Flammable. Let's throw it in that torpedo heater over there.
Oh man. Or you're just getting good with the Simpsons.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were in there.
That's a pretty good wonder.
So this is part 16, okay? So there's 15 others before this one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But like how good they get it, you know?
Can you play this through your phone?
But see, look, they just waited like that. I just think we just now have this like endless supply of like. Whoa.
Oh boy.
Oh, that's a Ponzi scheme.
Oh, what happened?
I'm having a hard time with that one today.
Damn it, Vaughn, where are you at?
But also too, I think too, sometimes like with stuff like this, like so like with sci-fi stuff, people see stuff in sci-fi that's like
And scientists today are warning about real threats, like cyber attacks on nuclear plants or solar storms.
that's scary. That's a real life scare.
Happening? Only time will tell. But this is a prediction to watch out for. Economic collapse. Imagine this. The
COVID.
Simpsons predicted the financial chaos of 2025, where an economic collapse has the potential to reshape the world as we know. The show, with its knack for
We just got out of a catastrophe.
gives us a glimpse of what this might look like. In one of the episodes, Treehouse of Horror 99, a disastrous economic fallout begins when Homer's job at the nuclear plant goes south, leading to societal breakdown. Fast forward to Back to the Future, and we see Lisa Simpson as president, inheriting a dire budget situation left by the previous administration.
Trump.
Her words echo real-world struggles. As you know, we've inherited quite a budget crunch from President Trump. 2025 see the fulfillment of these Simpsons predictions.
Oh, there's Elon's
If history
shop.
repeats itself, we might be in for an economic roller coaster, with financial disasters and political power shifts reshaping everything we know.
I don't know.
I don't know about that.
Mars.
This isn't doing it for me.
One of the most thrilling predictions from The Simpsons is the colonization of Mars. In a standout episode,
You know
Lisa
how we
and
talked
Marge
about
are on
like
a mission to
it's a
build
good thing
habitat
that
on the
I'm
red
not
planet.
tall
While
because
Lisa
I take over the
volunteers for a
world.
one-way trip,
Yeah.
Marge isn't too thrilled. To stop her, the whole family signs up.
I think that
The show
that's
imagines
absolutely
Mars
more true
colonization
because
happening before 2020,
I've realized that
though the mission initially
boy, you can create like
Lisa
a
and
whole
Marge
like
take Mars in 2051.
you can create a whole cult in 1 minute
Lisa decides to
with a really good like short or a really good YouTube video.
Yeah.
2024.
I like how they get the-
Welcome back. Charlie here. From
All right, here we
the
go.
equation of the God particle
Deep dive.
to smartwatches, submarine implosions, and even
Did that happen this year?
Fox.
Yeah.
Simpsons has made so many
been a long year.
predictions which
Yeah.
have
Telling you.
come true.
Fuck
If Trump
2024.
ever got on an escalator, somebody was definitely gonna catch
Are
that.
insane. The Simpsons' first prediction is that Trump will win the 2024 election. On November 15th, 2022, Trump announced that he would run again for president in 2024. When this happened, the writer of The Simpsons, Al Jean, took to Twitter, pointing out that The Simpsons predicted this back in 2015. During one episode where The Simpsons family go into the future, Homer can be seen floating by a sign. And on that sign says Trump 2024.
Well, I mean, they just threw it all out there, so.
Before Trump was ever president. The Simpsons already predicted Trump becoming president once.
As you know, we've inherited quite a budget crunch from President Trump.
Which has led many to say they may be correct again. And
Well, they
now
ain't.
The Simpsons' prediction is virtual reality food. The Simpsons already predicted virtual reality gaming back in 1998. In the episode titled Friends and Family, Homer and Marge can be seen eating virtual fudge through a straw on their VR headsets. You may think this could never happen in real life, but recently this technology has been invented in real life.
Get out of town.
Okay, like, so, pause it for a second.
Food. It allows you to eat very
So this is what I was just trying to tell Eric about. Is like there are people that like see or watch sci-fi stuff, and they see these like things like that. Like I saw it on The Simpsons. Why don't we have virtual food?
Yeah, we should
Like
make
we
it.
should make that.
Just make it.
Well, we don't have that because of this. And, okay, well, what if I came up with this? And then that's how inventions
So they-
get made. Is because it starts out as like the sci-fi thing, and it takes like a bunch of like really smart people, or not so smart people, or just some semi-smart people sitting around being like, "Yeah, but why don't we have photon lasers?" Well, that's because you don't have this, and we don't have this. Okay, so let's work on A. Now what? Now we figured out A, and we moved to B, and then boom, we got photon lasers.
I think we probably have photon lasers.
Oh, for sure got photon. But that's how like
I don't know why we need virtual
sci-fi
food, though.
sparks and stuff like that sparks imagination in
So
people that can
Trump
create,
saw
like-
in 2015 that he was going to be president, so he ran.
That's what Wayne's
Maybe.
saying. He's like, hey.
Trump is like,
Simpson said it.
Simpson, they said it. I'm going to run for president. I'm going to be president.
Never
Good.
made the connection.
What do you think about? What do you think about that, Uncle Eric? About Trump getting in?
Better than what we had and better than what that was put in front.
Yeah.
I mean, Biden couldn't put a cohesive sentence to save his life. She wasn't any better.
Oh, Biden.
Ugh.
He showed us we
Who-
dodged a
who
bullet.
else-
with his
who
Oh,
else
fucking-
is
and then he showed his real colors, right?
Who else is going to pardon it in the next month?
Everybody.
Yeah.
He's fucking the Oprah
You
of
get a
pardons.
pardon. You get a, he'd
Oprah
probably
was-
pardon Epstein if he didn't Epstein
But-
himself.
Diddy.
Oh, Diddy's probably
No, he's not going to pardon Diddy.
Nah,
You don't know.
I don't think so.
You don't know. He might have been at the party.
I don't think so.
you
But
think Biden's at a Diddy party?
here's
Could have been.
but
Hunter
here-
was definitely.
but here's what that
Yeah, for sure.
Here's what that did though is that left the ability for Trump to pardon whoever he wants and just point like say, why are you bitching at me when this guy like literally pardoned his son who we all knew was guilty?
Yeah.
So that's the problem with the Democratic Party.
No,
Is that they've shown where all the loopholes are, and because they did it first, that opens the floodgates for everybody else. Nobody
Yeah.
gives a fuck at that point.
what's so crazy is like
Because all you gotta do is like, just rip the seal.
No, I think you're right.
what I think so crazy is like we've almost like it the parties
get a
have
potty
almost
break?
like flipped. People
Oh,
that,
you got it right this time.
people that like
Can I get a potty break?
gotta get some tape.
I can't believe he did that for that. Oh,
But the parties have almost like flipped where now people feel like
what
the
is that?
Republican
Two-side
Party
tape?
feels
From the-
more
from
about the
80s?
working man than the Democratic Party. When
Yeah,
it used to
just throw it in
be,
the trash.
the Democratic Party was more about like the middle class and like had the middle classes back. Where I don't feel like this day and age people feel that way. It's now the Democrats are the like extreme government people. Like we need government for everything.
Well, they're
Like,
socialists.
yeah, they're
At the end of the day, that's what it is.
yeah, and it's changed to where now like even diehard like Democratic people have like been like,
I don't know.
my
bro.
party is like not becoming my.
I don't
My
know.
party does not support my views anymore.
I still have friends that are Democrats, and then they'll vote Democrat just because they're Democrats for their whole life.
No, I think what we saw in these last couple of elections is people just doing their research. I think the web finally working properly, social media working properly.
And then Trump got on podcasts. That helped a lot too.
Dude, it's crazy.
That was a different
That's
level.
crazy that
You got
that's
the,
now.
you got the Prophet Joe
that's now
Rogan's
thing.
endorsement.
And Joe Rogan did say it the best is like, you know, when you start going on the podcast, you kind of enter this different realm of like, the reason why people listen to podcasts now is because they want to hear true people's like ideologies or views on things, and without feeling like they're spun by like big news like corporations. Like it's not an agenda. It's literally like how Jared feels about this thing or how I feel about this thing, and then you like, oh well, I really enjoyed how Wayne kind of like said that or blah blah blah. Where it's not like CNN's where like you can see where on like big news or anything that people start to like say something and they'll be like, whoa.
Well, that's a little sketch.
I don't want to say that. I don't want to say too much into that because it'll ruin my career. Where in podcasts, like Tucker Carlson is like a great example. Like don't get me wrong, I have this like biased thing about Tucker Carlson. When he was on Fox News, I felt like he was the prophet Tucker Carlson. Like there are people that listen and breathe whatever he said. But after he got off that, he became so much more interesting to listen to because then he got to really say like whatever it was that he wanted to, and then you got to really hear like his view on how he really.
He wasn't
sees
limited
it.
because of
Yeah,
sponsors and stuff.
He wasn't limited from a network. He wasn't limited. He got to just say
how much
like,
form of control, right?
How
Like
much
everything
pharma sponsors are on those news broadcasts? There's
so
a lot,
much, man. It's probably so crazy. Like,
well, it's like what they're saying now. Like, you know, with all these people that Trump's trying to appoint and all these letters that people are signing so that, you know, no, don't appoint him or don't approve the appointment or whatever it is. You know, that's the problem is like when hundreds of other people don't want a certain person to run a certain department, that's the person you want running the department because he's not going to agree with what the status quo is.
Yeah. Yes. Not always. Some of these people are just clowns.
I don't know, man. I mean,
they're not qualified.
But sometimes,
who is?
But what like are not qualified in the way, not qualified in the way that like you think that a normal politician or that normal person should be qualified for, or not in a way that like
don't have the right amount of experience.
But what is that though? That's
Yeah,
not,
like-
how do you define that?
Well, if you're going to be running something, you need to have your 10,000 hours in whatever you're running. I mean,
But we've always said that the people who should be running it, they understand it. It's not about running the department. It's all about politics.
oh, you're right. You're right.
They're not going to put themselves in those positions. At least these people are willing to deal with the bullshit, right?
Yeah.
The bullshit of every fucking little dirty thing they've ever fucking done in their past 25 years is going to come out.
Oh yeah, that's another thing. Like if Trump like the moment that he like asked you to be on that cabinet,
Man.
like you are now like you have to be like, oh, I don't know, Trump. Like the '90s and the '80s were pretty crazy, dude.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
They were pretty crazy. Yeah, there's some pictures out there. All right, they didn't scrub them that good. They didn't scrub
That's
them
what
that
I mean,
good.
though. And they're still, you know.
So for those people to be like, yeah, all right, I could do this. Like it is a thing. Like, also too, I like that he's not like taking career politicians, but also people that some career politicians, but also some of them. And you know what? Have you ever made a fantasy football team?
Mm-hmm.
Did you pick amazing players every time?
You think so?
I tried.
There's some sleepers in there.
You try to pick some sleepers. I feel like you don't get the best every
Is
time.
that
But
Dave Chappelle there for housing?
All right, I can't. I can't get past the RFK though. That's
Why?
why?
oh man, that guy's a nut.
Let's take
But okay, well,
But
okay.
he's a nut in
What-
like a really good way.
When you say nut, what is it that he's nut about?
A lot of some of his theories are just not found in reality.
Like which one?
I was listening to one about the worm in his brain or something like that.
The worm in his brain?
Yeah, he was on a Joe Rogan podcast, and he was just talking about some tinfoil type shit. It was just like way out there.
But
Okay,
but
well,
but let me
He
we
did
talked about Cold Cash the other
He
day,
did
and
not.
that's some way out there.
He did not sound rational.
well let me put it this way. Okay, say like you're in the 1776.
Yeah.
All right.
Drinking raw good whiskey for,
And
for 10 cents.
And some dude comes to you at
You
that
drink
time
early times.
and says, "We should go to the fucking moon."
yeah.
No, that's not what I'm talking about.
But no, I
We're
mean,
not
that's
in
exactly what you're talking
We're
about.
not in 1776.
But what I'm saying is that sometimes these people throw shit out there that I mean, back when AIDS came about,
Yeah.
who would have fucking thought that we today would have a cure for AIDS?
Yeah, Magic Johnson. Yeah,
Exactly.
Oh, 100%.
Exactly.
That fool had AIDS in the 90s, right?
Yeah.
Like,
But that's what I mean.
I
though.
think you're right, like-
I think sometimes you have to have people who think out there like that.
Yeah. It's,
their theories have to be consistent with what we know to be true. It's like saying somebody saying the Earth is flat,
right.
Well, somebody says that all the time.
right? But if they say that, you're like, I don't know. It's kind of what else is? It's hard to believe everything else they have to say because they think the Earth is flat. It's like they're not using sound judgment when they're making their decisions.
Well, I mean, and I don't know if I've said this before, but like, how does gravity really work?
Okay. Yeah, we have had this conversation. And so when something has a mass and it spins, it creates a gravitational pull.
Okay, but so like if I had a basketball
Right.
and I put a penny on it and I spun it, would that penny stay stuck to the basketball or would it fly off?
Depends on where you stick it.
If the basketball has enough mass and you spin it fast enough.
Okay, so how big? That's what I'm saying.
Well, that's
There's
what physics is.
but there's still a lot of.
In a vacuum. You need to put it in a vacuum.
What
first.
I mean is exactly that. Is like you have to think.
Could you imagine trying to explain gravity? Like,
Exactly.
could you imagine? Like,
All right.
like I got this theory. I got this thing. Hey, guys.
We can go
I
on
love.
YouTube.
I love like listening to the like.
I guess for my perspective, what would it have to be? Because you're talking about things that are very massive, right?
Listen.
Hey friends, have you ever wondered what keeps us floating off into space? Why am I going down after every jump? Well, this is called gravity, an invisible force that pulls you back to the earth. Sir Isaac Newton, a well-known scientist, discovered gravity about 300 years ago.
Isaac Newton has the original big dick energy. Like he's big dick energy with that guy.
At first he thought, why didn't the apple go up?
That's what
Why
Eric's
didn't
wondering.
He realized
Eric's over Isaac
that
Newton
there
over here.
was a force that made it fall on the ground,
Huh.
and he called it gravity.
Get to the bottom of this.
You'll be surprised to know that every object that has mass exerts a gravitational.
How dumb was everybody else? They were just like, Isaac said it. You know what? Like, all right, Isaac.
Yeah,
got
I
you.
believe what he said.
I got it. You know,
Depends on the mass of the
He's a reliable guy.
he's a
so
pretty reliable
I
guy.
don't trust what he says.
The sun's gravitational pull keeps planets orbiting around it.
Okay.
Even the Earth has a gravitational force on the moon. That is why the moon rotates around the Earth and
How pretty was the moon?
does not float away.
But
How pretty was the moon?
That's
super pretty. It's
Yeah.
super bright.
An invisible force
Stars are
has
nice.
so much to do with the way we live. Oops, I forgot to tell you.
Craig, are you having a problem with that early times?
Sea and oceans happen
Well, I'm just not a big
because
whiskey
of the
guy anyway.
gravitational pull of the moon.
Of the moon.
1, 2, 3. By the way, have you ever thought why a stone falls on the ground faster than a piece of paper? That's because
You ever thought about
the
that?
bigger the object's mass, the more gravity it will have. And the smaller the mass of the object, the less will be the gravity.
You know what's it? Can I pause it real quick? And it's
The moon's gravitational
Science class is over.
yeah. I mean, it's pretty,
Okay, so let me just ask this dumb question.
there's no dumb questions.
How long has the Earth and Moon been where it is today? Like in orbit with each other?
Well,
Hundreds of thousands, millions of years?
Million, probably
Okay.
very, 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 very long time. Yeah.
Okay. So why hasn't the moon crashed into the Earth if the Earth has gravitational pull?
Because there's this balance.
Have you ever put two magnets?
What do you mean? But
have
the
you ever
moon
put two
affects the
magnets
tides.
together?
That's how orbit works.
Have you ever put two magnets together in the opposite, like in the opposite?
All I'm saying is there's just a lot of holes sometimes when I think.
Well,
about
no,
it.
there's just this, you can go Google how orbits work and like how satellites go into orbits.
Yeah.
But even satellites crash and burn because they get pulled into the Earth.
Yeah, when they
But
put
that's
them
a
in the wrong
mechanical thing.
spot.
It's a mechanical thing and it fails.
When people screw up, they do.
yeah.
But if you put them in the right orbit, then they don't.
No, never.
They stay up there forever.
Can you imagine how many satellite? Can you imagine how much? Have you ever looked into like what the? It's like a trash belt. It's like a satellite trash.
It's one of
belt
the
that's-
reasons we can't have a elevator to the moon because there's so much space trash up there.
Yeah, because you imagine like how many failed.
Yeah, no, I understand that.
And what's so crazy is like
But I just-
the rockets going into orbit have to push through like oh man, got taken out. I almost got taken out by a Bucky sign right there. Like they almost got me.
But the reason
Elon's trash is just out here like
the reason I said
It's
that
fucking
was
Tesla just sitting there in space.
I almost got taken out by a Tesla.
the reasoning for my
Gotta
question
watch out
was
for
the
them
same
Teslas
thing
in space,
to
bro.
prove that you have to ask these questions in
Sure.
order for you to get the answers.
But these have answers. But there's like,
but these have answers 300 years ago from now.
Yeah. Do you know which one blows my mind more is time.
Okay.
Time is only like relevant because we gave it relativity. In the universe and in space, there is no time.
Okay.
The only time that you have is what is relevant to you. So like let's say I put you into space and I say that it's going to take you 35 years to get to Mars or whatever. That's 35 years. That's only relevant to you, not the universe.
we need time, dude. We gotta.
We
have it.
gotta have it. I know that. I know that. And what's crazy is, how did 60 seconds become a minute? How did 60?
Well, I guess we.
How did 60 minutes become an hour? Like,
But it's-
where do we like? We were like, I don't think 50 is enough.
But I
Here's
think
one.
that applies to a lot of things, though. It's like,
He believes the 5G causes cancer.
why not?
Well, the thing is there's scientific evidence to dispute that it's not real.
Well, I mean, you know that your phone
I think when
emits
you
radiation, right?
I think when you
Sure.
start fucking with things on a,
But because
on a
of-
frequency level, I think when you
Because
start.
just because it makes radiation doesn't mean it's bad.
I someday,
no,
I
but-
someday want to phase
But
through
we
something.
understand that radiation is not healthy, right?
I think with enough cocaine, I could phase through this, Mike.
But you know,
no winning this conversation.
well, but I think what
I think I phased one time through a bathroom.
I think what Wayne's trying to say is, you know, it is very relative to the situation. It's like, what was the thing I heard the other day? It's like if you had $1 for every second you spent, you know, in so much time you'd be a millionaire, and then in so much time you'd be a billionaire, and then to get to the next level, which is a trillionaire, it's like a quantum leap
Sure.
of time difference, you know. And when he says when it's relative, is like when something that existed for hundreds of millions of years, 35 years ain't shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel that. I
To
have
us, it's like, well, that's a third of my life, you know?
I have that feeling whenever I look at trees. I have that feeling because like I love trees because like trees.
Did they take something like
What?
Did they take something before? We're talking about trees.
I am the Lord.
I know.
And I speak for the trees. But I think that it's so crazy because a tree could be
That's a short.
hundreds of years old, has weathered so many storms until one day it just doesn't. it falls down and it just.
So Billy Joe Bob wants to build a fucking road and they just yank that bitch out.
Or yank it out or like, something like that. But it's mostly just like when trees like fall in a forest. They've weathered something. And what's crazy is like there are trees like time is completely different than us because like.
Well, I mean,
it's crazy.
I mean, well, you see it in dogs, right?
Yeah.
You see it in dogs how they don't have, at least in our perception, the longevity that we have.
Yeah, that's true. I mean,
right? And
they really don't have concept of time.
That's why they're so excited when they see you when you get home.
Well, let me say, but do you think a dog one day wakes up and is like, "Fuck, man, my ankles hurt."
7 years
fucking
old.
arthritis, man.
7 years old.
Shit.
God.
Yeah.
Going downhill.
Damn, I'm on that blood pressure medicine now.
Some people's dogs are on that blood pressure medicine. There's a Pomeranian out there that does take some fucking blood pressure medicine. I guarantee it. There's a Labradoodle out there named Chuck that has to take his blood pressure medicine.
Labradoodles take everything. If there's a medication, they take it. My only point was when somebody just says something that's so kooky and easily, there's scientific evidence that shows the other way. It makes them hard to believe the other things they say.
But I think
that's all I'm trying to say.
Well, no, but I think that's healthy in the sense that why should we go with the first response?
I'm not saying we should.
Well, so you need somebody to be quirky,
right?
Say,
but we also need them to be reasonable.
Well, but it's only reasonable until it's proven reasonable.
Right, but when things are proven wrong, you have to say, "I was wrong about that. That was just a thought. I was wrong."
No, I understand where you're coming from.
So we're still talking about RFK now.
Well, no, we're talking about people like him. And you're taking somebody like him and putting him in charge of what's he's in charge of the
health care.
The FDA.
No, is it the FDA?
Health and
I thought he was in charge of the
whatever's in charge of all the medications and.
Is it the FDA? Yeah.
Hey, have y'all seen the stuff where I was talking to somebody about this yesterday about the stuff we ate in the 80s compared to the stuff I was talking to Kelly, I think. The stuff we eat now, how much more extra shit's in it, it's the same fucking thing.
Oh, yeah.
It's like a Lucky Charms box compared to Lucky Charms now.
Complete trash.
Yeah,
it's complete trash now compared, like...
That's because we started outsourcing our food.
But is that just Aldi telling you?
But
is it Aldi telling you? No, look it up.
No, but you understand that's only in America, right?
Yes.
Yeah, we don't regulate it.
Yeah.
Like in other countries, they regulate the shit out of that.
Right.
We make fun of California for doing that.
Why has fucking Eggo's got all this fucking extra shit? And when we ate it, in the 80s. It was fucking fine in the 80s. Why is it different now?
Why? Because there's a shortage of farmers.
Yeah, and some lab said that we can make an Eggo cheaper than it took to make the ingredients.
That's why,
for it.
like all the fucking like Beyond Burger and stuff. Like you should not be eating that shit. That's super processed stuff.
Yeah, but who the fuck eats Eggos anymore?
Yeah, I do. I got
but I would eat Lucky Charms if it was in my fucking cabinet.
Just the marshmallows.
Pop Tarts.
Yeah, those ain't
Pop Tarts.
Fucking sugar cubes.
You know what I mean?
What?
The little color items in Lucky Charms.
Kelly,
yeah, but that was awesome, dude. You remember that? Like, oh, that's the best.
How come they don't put fucking toys in that shit no more? I used to love that shit.
Oh, because too many kids choked and died.
Oh,
we got rid of Darwinism.
Fucking kids.
Yeah,
now is that my fault?
Darwin was so man.
I look forward to finding. I look forward to finding some bullshit toy in my cereal box.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Nah, but like, I was looking at like Fanta soft drink.
Fanta.
The like the orange one.
It's Fanta.
We're in Texas. It's Fanta.
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 In like in China and Japan, it's actual juice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Our food here sucks, dude.
There's
like our even the beef you buy at the grocery store is so fucked.
It's fucked, bud.
Fucked,
Fuck, bud.
Yeah,
It's
you gotta pay
so
like
fucked.
$60 for a fucking sirloin. Don't even get it done right.
New York strip.
That's right.
The strip we had last night, it was actually from some Henrietta Ranch.
They have their own ranch.
What
Is it
country?
Black Angus?
If not America, if not America, what country would you like to go live in?
Ooh,
I would like to go live in Saskatchewan,
Saskatchewan.
Where the fuck is that at?
Canada.
Oh, fuck you, dude. Like,
and
you don't want
Ellen-
to live
you
up
and
there.
Ellen DeGeneres just up there, Saskatchewan.
You do not want to live
and,
up there.
I wouldn't like to live in
you
any
did-
country, but I wouldn't mind like living like in Alaska.
I've been to other countries, not a lot, but I will say that I like where I live. I've never been anywhere. It's like, man, I really want to move here.
Yeah,
You know, it's
I'd like to live in Alaska though.
Well, Texas, you just get stuck here. And
Like
it's
a
like, it's
homestead.
okay. It's okay. I'm
You
just
know,
gonna.
just barricade myself for the winter.
no.
Would you have like a outhouse and all that stuff?
Yeah.
You have to move it because of the poop piles up.
I think that's another one of those things that it doesn't like. It's a cool. It's a cool place that you like.
Let me say this
I'm gonna
again.
live there for 3 months and then
Let me say this again. Is if I had like never gotten married and didn't have any kids, that's where I'd be
No, you
living.
wouldn't.
That to me that'd be a place for a man who's just by himself.
Yeah, but oh boy,
But like
scared to
But
go
if I
out.
wanted to have
rough. I couldn't.
But if I
couldn't-
wanted to have a sex life and all that
hear me,
shit,
bud.
of course not.
That's too much.
You'd be in a
That's
strip club
that's
in
too
that,
much
bro.
alone.
I totally didn't get enough beers
Look
for all
here,
of us.
this is
too, by
this
the
is
way.
how I would be if I was in that kind of
You
alone.
need
It's
you
like,
need to drink
ever-
that Eagle
Did-
or Emily. What's that shit called again?
Early times.
Times.
Early Times. I can't even remember the fuck it's
Old
called.
style early times.
You know what my favorite
Drink your
part
early times,
of
motherfucker.
Castaway was?
I having to wash and
That fool
cleanse
got
my
so
palate with
lonely
the beer.
he made a beach ball,
Yeah.
like a person, just so he could talk to him. That's me in Alaska.
I'm talking
Like,
about Castaway.
yeah, like
Wilson?
That's me in Alaska. Like if you talking about like I'm now like just
How do you
in
compare
the
a
wilderness,
Castaway with
like
Wayne saying he needs people.
You know,
I need people.
you know, there's a conspiracy about Wilson too, right?
He's
Castaway.
still floating out there. R.I.P. Wilson.
What is it?
Well, you can Google it.
Oh shit.
But Eric brings a little different to this table here. Talking about Wilson from Castaway.
Wilson, I'm sorry.
No, I mean,
Who found Wilson? Or is it still just like
no,
Doesn't see somewhere.
it was a gift getting shipped. And that was one of the boxes that he had on shore. Was Wilson the volleyball?
Yeah, it was a volleyball. It was a
I knew that. But I thought you were talking about something else. Like
Like you found him.
yeah,
Little China kids.
somebody found him.
I just like I think it's something that if I was in that situation, I'd absolutely do. Like it's because I need to I have these thoughts in my head that don't go good with just being like in my head. I need to say them out loud, and I need something to like say them to. And so like be a complete isolation like that. That is my torture. That's how you
You
torture
could not
me.
do that. You
That's how
had to
torture
talk
me.
to so many people. You would die.
I would learn an indigenous language.
You would die if you had to like you have people
It's not
around
really
you.
coming up.
I would learn an indigenous people's language just so I could talk to them.
Yeah, I see that for sure.
I don't
Like,
know. I'm finding TikToks of it, but I don't have TikTok. So
these people that are extroverts in Alaska, what the fuck do they do? Like when they're like in the outskirts, like
Alaska just seems so depressing.
I don't know.
yeah, and it's
I
fucking
don't
dark all the
know.
time.
I don't know. They make great things. They always have like a dog. So like there's always like this is.
Oh, I
this
love
is
my dog.
Yeah.
Love my
I would
dog,
want to
yeah.
be a beach bum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Real,
Learn how to surf.
would you learn how to surf?
No, I'd be like a fisherman, like
A fisherman?
like have a badass boat and just go fishing.
The guys we go out when we go to Port A or something.
Right.
Like they're like, I do this all like these summer months. Da, da, da.
I think I'm about to have to wrap it up, guys, because I got to take my son home here pretty soon.
Oh, is he here?
Oh yeah, he's here. Did you think I was gonna be able to come back? without him. That dude loves it over here. He lives like a king over here.
I didn't
Then
know
you
he
made
shared.
him hot chocolate to go on the airplane. Like,
Did she really?
Yes.
Oh,
He's spoiled. Spoiled rotten.
Yeah, I'll just stay in Texas. I love Texas. There's certain parts of Texas that's a little bit better than others, but you can't beat it.
I don't know, man. I'd take some of those. I'd take some of those forest trees.
But all you have to go in eastern Texas, and it's you have forests.
I've been in the forest. It's not all great.
Yeah, a lot of mosquitoes.
Yeah, tons of mosquitoes, dude. Like you need to real deep.
Yeah.
Real deep.
That shit that burns your skin.
Yeah. That causes cancer. Why didn't Robert Kennedy talking about that?
Oh shit! No, maybe we should ask him.
You know, talk
Have you ever seen the Grand Canyon?
Yeah,
only from the sky. I've never been there.
You never been there? I'd strongly recommend.
Hey, you have a plane now. Let's go fly to Grand Canyon now, bro.
Well,
let's go fly
What's his
and
name,
dip down it.
Steve?
I'll start putting in the flight plan.
I don't want. What's so awesome about it? I mean, I've been to the Paladera Canyon.
That's a big canyon for Texas.
Canyon.
It's what's so awesome about it is it started out as a creek.
Yeah, I know.
And then
I know how
time.
it's made.
Yeah.
Well, why should I go now?
Why should I guess like it's one of those things that
You can't imagine it.
you can't grasp. When you look upon it, your brain cannot.
I struggle bus on that.
When your brain cannot
Craig's face would be
comprehend the vastness of it. That it's like.
But I just don't care.
Okay, well, if you don't care.
I'd be like, yeah, it's a big ass hole. Let's go back home.
He's like, seen it, bruh.
Yeah.
Seen it.
Am I wrong for that?
No,
All right, that's
because my question is, where did all that dirt go?
To the Gulf of Mexico.
Well, but is it piled up at the
Suez
Gulf of
Canal.
Mexico?
It's in the Suez Canal. Is what fucked up that shit.
yeah, but I mean, yeah. Where did all that go? Wherever the end of the Colorado River is, it's a huge mound over there.
It drains to the Gulf of Mexico, right? It's either that or the Pacific Ocean.
But that's what I mean, though. But where did all that dirt go?
I'm telling you.
But
I'm letting you know. But it's
Yeah.
got to have been.
But like, if you were to invert the Grand Canyon,
It's big.
Do you not know how erosion works, guy?
I get it, but I get what Craig is like talking about. Like,
so was Trump right that the reason the sea levels are going up is because all the dirt that's getting washed into the ocean by all the rivers?
Oh, I hadn't heard that.
No.
What are you
I didn't hear
talking
you say
about?
that.
All right. Here's the thing.
Okay.
We have years and years, a bunch of data about here's how much the ocean normally rises.
Uh-huh.
You know, it's going to rise
the ocean
due to natural
rising,
causes, okay?
I don't give up.
But here in recent history, and you talk about Wayne's, like, you know, you talk about the time, the scale of the universe, we're looking at like a very small snapshot in time, like, you know, about 1970s.
Right.
Okay. It's just off the charts how much the sea levels are rising. And it's not attributed to
And we only
silt.
care about it because we built all this shit right by the sea.
Yeah, we got to stop doing that.
100%. Like,
Yeah.
the only reason that they care is because there's a lot of things right by the sea level. Like, if we would have built things, like, let's say we put a one state buffer
Yeah. Then we
between us and the sea.
we just
and
pollute
been
all
like-
we want.
And being like, nah. That thing is not good.
Well,
That thing
you
is not
understand,
safe.
Wayne, that like if we lived in the population density that Hong Kong has,
Oh, that's crazy, but
you could literally put every single American in like basically Harris County,
Yeah, it's
and the rest of America would be free from people.
It'd be terrible. But no, I mean,
That would be horrible.
but I'm sure it attributes some, but it's just negligible how much it.
Well,
contributes. It doesn't explain.
It's not like
But
you're
what
gonna
I
stop
guess
it.
what I'm saying is like when you go over there and you look at the Grand Canyon and you see the vastness and
It's crazy that your brain cannot.
and you think about it, that all is erosion, like water taking dirt
Yeah.
Water's
away.
powerful.
I'm not saying it's not doing it. I'm just saying that you're just like, fuck, that's a big fucking hole.
You know what it whenever I went to go see it, you know, the thought about it that I couldn't get out of my mind is like, have you ever watched an old Western and you can tell like the difference between the set and then when they just painted the background and you can see like there's a tree, but then you can tell that there's a painted background. Mm-hmm. That's what your brain does to the Grand Canyon is you can see, okay, here's a tree. I know a tree. I know about how big a tree is, right? And then you like zoom out from this tree and look, and you're like, I think I know what how big a tree is.
Yeah, no,
like,
it's humongous.
and then you look down there and like you see this little white speck, and that's a boat on it, and you're like,
and you're watching the people go down the trail, and you're like, the fuck is that moving down? Oh, that guy just left.
It's a weird vastness that you're like. Granted, I didn't spend like a lot of time standing there and looking at it. I'm not saying like I was like.
You went?
Yeah, I've been to Grand Canyon.
When?
What kind of American are you? You ain't been to Grand Canyon?
I haven't.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
It is an interesting thing that if you're ever in that area, you should check it out. Just because it's weird how your brain can't.
I'm not saying I don't want to go. I'm just.
Oh, you kind of sound like you didn't want to go.
That's not. I'm not going to make a special trip. But if I'm driving through,
you might make a 20-minute stop,
like a detour.
Well, it's like a 2 or 3 hour detour.
Yeah,
it's a 2 or 3 hour detour.
There's not much going out there, but that big ass fucking hole.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just saying. That's my experience with those types of things. Like, yeah, that's cool. Let's go.
One thing I like. Have you ever driven over there in the?
Okay, can I get
in the west?
I've driven
through
in
Arizona,
New Mexico is the farthest west I've driven.
Hitting it, bro.
So right outside,
not whiskey.
Oh. So right outside Flagstaff, Arizona.
It might not be 6 beers, but I'm like 6 early times in this bitch.
Right outside Flagstaff, Arizona, there is a crater that was made by a meteor.
Yeah.
And it's crazy. Me and my brother went.
That's a crazy thought right there.
Well,
that shit could happen tomorrow.
That shit can't. And it's crazy because this is not like a little bitty fucking hole.
No.
Okay. This is crazy because this is a big.
There's
hole.
a town in it.
And what's so crazy
Look
is
it up on
a space rock hit this thing, and then like that particular meteorite, so many people bought up the rights and the land to it because they thought that they would, like, I'm talking like back in like 17, blah, 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 they would mine this thing because they thought there was like
precious metals
from space, from, you know, but the Native Americans, like, also they had, what was so crazy is they had like ancient burial sites, they had things, so they were already there, and then a big fucking rock hit it. And so I was like, man, there's a chance that, because if you think about it, how in Native American culture, like, if you want to make an arrowhead, you have to find a hard rock. And in the desert like this, hard rocks are not very common. Like, so then you have to travel to a place that has hard rocks and bring them back to make arrowheads, right? But if you found some space debris from a meteor thing and you made an arrowhead out of that, that'd probably be the coolest arrowhead. Because then, not only to make an arrowhead, you have to find hard rock, you have to find an even harder rock to break the arrowhead. And then, if you zoom back out, if you go on Google Earth and you zoom back out, there's a giant mountain that kind of overlooks this. And I just imagine, like, so let's say you come from the other side of the mountain. So if you're just like,
at my house right now,
if you were traveling, or if you were a Native American or anybody, and you came up over this mountain, you would be looking down into this desert with a giant fucking hole that you have no clue, like, how that happened. Whoop. And now we're going. Now zoom out a little bit. Can't see this is glad. Keep going down that highway. Just go down that highway for a little bit.
Like going west, going
Right,
forward?
all right. So you see right there, that green?
Yep.
That's a mountain ridge. That's a mountain ridge right there that goes up in elevation. So like if you were coming from this way right here over this mountain ridge and then it looks straight on into desert and you just saw this giant freaking hole in the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And it's you know like
Well, it's just outside of
17-1.
Flagstaff.
It's 17-1. Well, you'd just be like,
How big is this, dude?
dude, that I've been there. It's huge.
Huge.
It's huge. Huge.
The biggest ever.
It's the biggest crater ever. It's gonna be the greatest
So
crater
it's like
ever.
3/4 of a mile. It's just crazy to think that we think that could happen.
Yeah.
We're not going to stop it.
Nothing.
No way you can stop it.
We're gonna throw a watch party. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
Well,
you
there's
can't
a
do
thing
that.
is that they say that 2029. Apparently, there's like this comet that's like on an orbital track that it's gonna miss us in like 2027, but comes back around in 2029. And if it catches this weird, AI has determined that if it catches this weird like side drift, it's coming straight for us. Yeah. And so then what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to find a ragtag team of West Texas drillers. And
I feel like this is a movie.
Should make a movie about this.
But look it up. In 2029, there's supposed to be this comet that's supposed to like become straight.
Don't wanna close my eyes.
And we're going to
fall asleep because I miss you, baby. I don't want to miss a thing.
That guy's still alive?
Steven Tyler?
Yeah.
Steven Tyler, PJs.
Rolling Stones, right? It's the oldest touring group for a while.
Can't handle the
your face. This $20 bottle of whiskey should have just stayed at the liquor store.
It's so early.
It's a secret find.
I'm gonna.
You should stay for a Craig Unplugged.
Yeah. So we got a segment, and you name a song, and I have 1 minute to learn it on guitar.
Maybe, but it has to be from the late 90s or early 2000s.
I think maybe we need to expand the rules because
I think I'm gonna just change it to Stump Craigo.
If you do Stump Craigo, I think that'd be easy because I mean,
yeah, you're right. I would come up with some.
I'm gonna be like, I want to hear you play.
I want to hear Black Sabbath.
Rage Against the Machine.
No, I want to hear Black Sabbath. War Pigs.
Okay.
Is the guitar here?
Yeah.
We got a Guitar Hero.
Let me pull it up.
So Stump Craigo.
Or it's just called Craig Unplugged.
Masses.
I think I could probably play War Pigs.
Just like witches in black masses.
It's probably a lot easier to do this from a computer instead of your phone too.
No, I think you need to hear it. Or you just got it.
No, I need to hear it. I can hear it.
Generals gathered in their masses.
This is Black Sabbath War Pigs. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
The ultimate collection.
Ultimate collection.
And if you act now, we'll throw in the semi-decent collection for
The Time Life commercial.
Yeah, he has to hear it.
Is this the karaoke version?
No.
in the masses. It's like witches and black masses. I do like destruction. Such a years of destruction.
It's got a minute, Eric.
If I only have a minute, you need to move it to the next part.
The world machine keeps turning. Hatred to mankind. The brainwashed mind.
Is that how it goes?
He's definitely gonna get stumped here. Go is there Eric have a live stream at Rocklahoma next year? We can do it, right? The reason why I usually play the butt rock stuff because it's usually probably a little bit easier than this.
Well, this is like not a good acoustic one either.
Not at all. That's why I picked it.
Yeah, like you want to stump Craigo. It's easy to stump Craigo probably on some weird shit.
Also, too, I really like this song. It's really been resonating with me like the last couple And what I hate is that Craigo does have the guitars at home and all the stuff to like.
Yeah, you can't play that.
Hit the crybaby. You can't play that. Craigo, you know who's been blowing my mind? Like, is a really good artist.
Alright. That was not a good acoustic one. Who?
Rin.
Yeah, I tried.
That dude, that guy is
What
like.
do you want me to do?
I've seen him like playing.
play
Like,
it back?
I've seen some of his live performances and everything. Like,
No, that's
Where he,
about as good as it's gonna get.
it's like playing in the street where he
Yeah,
like,
when he's busking.
yeah, and like crazy.
Dun 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 dun.
I got the lyrics up.
All right,
All right, ready? and we're going.
doing it live. You gotta finish your whiskey.
Fuck it, we'll do it live. This whiskey's hitting like early toms here over here.
All right.
All right, Wayne. This is all you, buddy.
Generals gathered in their masses, just like witches and black masses. Evil minds and plot destruction. So I can't read the sorcerers of mass Deception.
That's construction.
In the fields, the body's burning. Jesus Christ, he was turning. Oh, now.
Fuck that up.
Whoa, bun up. Dun, 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 dun. It's Christmas. And I'm not ready. Oh, I thought we were making it up.
Thought it went to-
I was going to make it up. I was going to make it up. Good. Oh, can I tell y'all? Y'all want to hear a funny story?
All right.
Well, we
Y'all
still
wanna
haven't
hear-
stumped him, it sounds like.
You want to hear a funny story?
I'm gonna hold on. I'm gonna go ahead and tell your story.
Yeah, they're
So, my grandma
got run over by a reindeer.
is
Pick 1 through 5.
very she's very youth challenged,
Oh, this would be more.
and she
entertaining.
lives in a.
I don't like how fast you picked that. Youth challenge.
What
Yeah.
was for?
Like she don't like kids.
No, she's just old.
Oh.
And she lives in an old folks home, and it's the temperature of the sun every time I go there. But that's not what I'm getting at. Is every time. So she's like this huge Gone with the Wind fan.
Like the movie?
Yeah, huge. Like huge.
People still watch
Like,
that?
My grandma does.
Like
She's keeping it alive.
huge.
And to the point that like I should take a picture, but she has all of. I didn't know they made so much Gone with the Wind memorabilia,
Oh yeah,
but
that was
she
shit back in the day.
she owns it all. And
all the plates and everything.
all the plates, all the figurines, all of the things, the action figures, everything. And it is probably one of my favorite things to do is when I go to visit her. And it's also one of the favorite things to do for my uncle, both my uncles, is this year she set up this whole nativity thing outside her
Of Gone with the Wind.
no, wait, I'm getting it. She has like this whole nativity scene outside her door because when you're an old folk at the old folks' home, the only fun thing to do is just decorate your door. So she has like this whole thing, real hay and everything.
Upside
like that.
down pineapples at the old folks. home.
So I took one of the characters from Gone with the Wind and put them in the nativity scene,
Oh, of course you
looking
did.
over Sweet Baby Jesus.
Oh,
And I hope she finds it, but I also hope she doesn't. And the other thing is, my uncles like to take Sweet Baby Jesus and move him.
Fucking with grandma.
oh,
Sweet baby Jesus, the elf on the shelf.
Yeah, like, and my favorite thing is that my
I
uncle
think
will
you
take
had this
pictures
song.
of it and send it to me.
When you
And the
pick,
last
you
one
can
I got
totally play
was
it.
Sweet Baby Jesus holding a light bulb. He was holding a light bulb. So that's just, you know what? You just
don't look, Craig. I'm searching it.
I don't know why, but I just want to cry. I don't know why, but this is it. The sad goodbye.
All right, I don't. That's my bad. I don't have YouTube.
Bullshit.
Yes.
If I win the lottery,
All right.
everybody's getting YouTube Premium.
So this is.
Let's do this. We're gonna wrap it up.
This is Nickelback. How You Remind Me.
A wise man, a couldn't cut it as a poor man stealing. Can we get the acoustic version?
Yeah.
Some feeling.
This is how you remind. I feel like this is a acoustic anyway, right?
This is how you remind me of what I really am. This is how you remind me of what I really am. I'm just a piece of shit. I couldn't even make this story, and I hate myself for even believing that I tried and think that I think right at the bottom of every battle. This time was in my head, screaming, "Are we having fun yet? Whoa, yeah, no,
You're fucking him
no
up.
fun.
You're fucking up all this
No.
weird lyrics.
He's trying to.
no."
I think Wayne likes it to fuck up the lyrics, so he just fucks up with Craig.
I sometimes think Brady looks like this guy.
He does.
Yes.
He also looks like
You remind me of what I really am. This is how you remind me of what I really. Wow, dead. She just got murdered. Story was waiting on a different story. This time I was mistaken before I ever knew my heart was breaking. I bent down to the bottom of every bottle. This time was in my head. Screaming, are we having fun?
Is it Stump Craigo or just fuck with Craigo?
Yeah.
Well, it's a little bit of both.
I feel like you just fuck with him.
It's a little bit of the early times and the best of
Do you
times.
need more on this, or do you?
I got
got
this
it?
one. Yeah.
You got it.
Yeah.
I figured you would.
Couldn't make it up to pause, man.
Hold on. Let me pull the lyrics up.
It's the same as Pecos and the Rooftops.
It's-
Never made it as a wise man.
Could've cut it as a poor man stealing. Never living like a blind man. This is a sense of feeling, and this is how you remind me that I kinda suck.
Love was it's not like you.
Say sorry, was waiting on a different story. This time I'm mistaken. For I knew my heart was breaking. I've been wrong, I've been down to the bottom of every. Craig fucked it up, but it's okay. And we'll just keep going, and we will just keep rocking, rolling. Hey, hey.
I don't think Craig liked your
rendition,
yeah.
Oh.
deep cuts.
Deep cuts.
All right.
I think you could really play that if Wayne wasn't fucking around with that.
Yeah. That's all right.
I know.
We're having a good time.
It's fun. It's fun because I know it could.
All right. We're going to wrap this up. We're at 2 hours.
All right.
I don't know what we got accomplished.
Goodbye. So
Yeah,
long.
it was